well, basically the Rodrygo situation. Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on live. I was going to do like a vlog about it, but I just thought it'd be easier to do it live, to be honest, and get your guys' opinions. So live stream obviously will turn into a video later on. So if you're not watching now, it will be up on the channel later tonight or some point tomorrow morning. Don't know. Yeah, so we'll jump right into it. So this morning, basically, so I was watching Redmen, and I've also just watched the Anfield Wrap. And basically both of them had interviews with Lewis Steele. Now, obviously, this isn't like confirmed or anything like that, but Lewis was basically saying that one of the gentlemen that he's in contact with at Real Madrid as one of his contacts in the media was basically saying Rodrygo essentially will be told by Madrid this week that that Alonso basically doesn't want him, and that they would be welcoming bids. I think he also kind of said that Madrid might be expecting a bid from Liverpool at some point in the next few days, and basically said the contact that he's got was the one that he had for Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he trusts him implicitly. So obviously, it's not completely like a guarantee or anything like that, but there were quite a few media outlets that were reporting it this morning. So Florrie Plettenberg, I think, was talking about it. There was another lad as well, I forget what his name is, but basically the news was on the Anfield Wrap and Red Men as well, which I both totally trust. And obviously Lewis Steele is a reasonably respected journalist, so no smoke without fire. In terms of Rodrygo, I'd be interested to get your guys' opinion either live or in the comments after I do the video. Can I be honest? I'm not overwhelmed by Rodrygo personally. Now, I've got an itinerary of things to discuss. I think he's a very, very good footballer. He's obviously, at the end of the day, if you're playing for Real Madrid and Brazil, you aren't rubbish, basically. You're going to be a reasonably good footballer. In fact, you're going to be a very good footballer. My question would be about his goal output. I haven't got exact figures and stuff, but I just read something before coming online, and basically, Rodrygo, I don't think he's meant to have scored for Madrid since I don't know if it's March the 1st or something like that. Now, I know he's been injured, and obviously he doesn't get in the team because they've got Vinny and Mbappe, and Bellingham and this, that, and the other, and it's really tough to get into that team, and I do appreciate that. But at the same time, even if you're a backup striker for Madrid, to not score in the last 3 months of the season isn't great. Obviously, if he came to Liverpool, he would be expected. You would imagine he would be playing pretty much every single week. So obviously that will change with games. But obviously we've also just signed Ekitike. Now, he's only had 1.5 full seasons of proving he can do it, and he's like a 23-year-old lad. I guess what I'm saying is, do we need two unknown quantities instead of the quantities that we've already got? This is why I'm a bit 50-50 about Luis Diaz now. I know there's a lot of the fan base who probably disagree with me on this, and fair enough, it's your opinion, but I like Diaz. I think he's really good. I thought he was outstanding last season. Personally, for me, and again, you feel free to disagree, not a problem at all. I would keep Luis Diaz, and I would offer him an extension. Personally, that's just my opinion. I totally get why Liverpool don't want to give him the extension. At the end of the day, he's going to be 29 in a few months. You give him a 3-year contract, even 4-year contract, he's going to be 33. Is that value for money? Is he going to get better from this point? I mean, he's probably in his prime now. Hi, Kaysen, you all right? Hi, Harry, you all right, mate? How you doing? Yeah, so personally, I would keep Diaz. But again, look, it's really subjective, isn't it? I mean, I'm looking at my notes now. So, because that's how organised I am, I have to write notes because I am stupid and can't remember everything I'm going to say. So basically, our guarantees are we've got Mo Salah. Good, glad you're all right, mate. Thank you for watching. Mo Salah, Cody Gakpo, Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, if he's going to be forward or midfield, we don't know at the minute. You've got an option there with Jeremy Frimpong, because obviously he has played up front for Leverkusen on the right wing, so maybe he replaces Salah in the African nations for a couple of weeks, who knows. The ones that we've got questions on are Jadon Danns, Ben Doak, Darwin Núñez, Federico Chiesa, Luis Diaz, and kind of Harvey Elliott. Now, I don't see Liverpool getting rid of 3, 4, 5, 6, and obviously, horrendously, we haven't got Diogo Jota anymore. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the shirt, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, so you've got potentially 7. Oh, hello. Let's have a look. Harry Lucas, what's your dream team? Oh, now Harry, I actually did this a while ago. If it's a Liverpool all-time dream team, Alisson, Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Jamie Carragher. I don't really want to say Trent, but he's unfortunately the best right back I've seen play for the football club, so it would have to be him, unfortunately. Xabi Alonso, John Barnes in midfield with Steven Gerrard, and then up front I'd have Robbie Fowler, Mo Salah, and I'm half Ghanaian that you might see there. Point properly. So it really pains me to say this, but Luis Suarez, because us Ghanaians are not a massive fan of Mr. Suarez for fairly obvious reasons. But he, at the end of the day, I saw Luis Suarez play live a couple of times. I saw him play against Wigan Athletic. And it's one of the best individual performances I've ever seen at an actual stadium. He was sensational. I've seen him a couple more times. I saw him play for Ajax, actually. I saw him play for Ajax against Groningen, where ironically Virgil van Dijk was playing, which is really weird now. But yeah, he was brilliant in that match. I actually saw him in the Amsterdam Arena when I went over to Holland. It was an absolutely sensational performance. So yeah, that'd be my dream Liverpool team. If it's a dream Liverpool team you're on about, if it's like an overall team, I'd need to have a think about it. So yeah, but yeah, going back to what I was saying. So you've got Dan's, Doak, Núñez, Chiesa, Lucho, and Harvey Elliott. Right, I reckon. Cheers, mate. I reckon Ben Doak goes out on loan. I think I would say Chiesa goes. I mean, Chiesa's meant to be in negotiations with Atlanta, but that's got a bit quiet now. I think Diaz goes to Bayern Munich. And then that leaves you with a choice to make between, I think Jadon Danns might stay. I think Rio Ngamoa might stay, but if do I play FIFA? No, I'm not a gamer. I'm an old man, unfortunately. Last game I played was Sonic 2 in 1992, believe it or not. Yeah, and then obviously you've got the question on Harvey Elliott. So out of all those ones that we had linked to go away, I think there's a couple that could stay. I think Darwin Núñez, from being definitely gone, is now a 50-50. I think if Chiesa and Diaz go, then you've basically got guaranteed Salah, Gakpo, Ekitike, and Wirtz, and Jeremy Frimpong that could do some bits and pieces. Now, that obviously, it goes without saying, isn't really enough. And obviously, it's horrendous, but we do have to think about at some point replacing, God rest his soul, Diogo. So that does make me wonder whether we might just say, do you know what, Darwin, hold on another year, and then we have him as 5th striker, and maybe we have Jadon Danns, and we just try to get through the season. Do I play football? I play it with my 11-year-old son occasionally. I'm actually not very good, to be honest. So, Repo and Operator. Hi, Repo. You're all right. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think about this, but if we got Rodrygo, obviously that would take a place up. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes at the minute. Um, but in terms of getting Rodrygo, I don't know what you guys think. Do you actually want Rodrygo? Is what I'm getting at. Like I said, if I had a people that I made a list of, so Ollie Watkins. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get pelters now. I'm not saying we've signed Ollie Watkins, but just bear with me. Ollie Watkins, Johan Visser, who's available for about 30 million quid. Harry Kane. I know a lot of Liverpool fans don't like him for obvious reasons for the London connection, but he does score goals. Um, Christopher Nkunku, I mean, absolutely not. Obviously, it goes without saying. Julian Alvarez and Nelson Semenyo. Now, full disclosure, I am half Ghanaian. Oh, thank you, Harry. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Um, I'm half Ghanaian, so and I'm very, very biased, but I would prefer Semenyo personally. I actually think because obviously I watch him play for Ghana as well. I think he's a really, really good footballer. He obviously does really good. He's done really well for Bournemouth. I mean, I think he scored 13, 14 goals last season for a Bournemouth side, which is very, very impressive in the Premier League. I think he would be really good for Liverpool. The only thing is, obviously, because I know my Ghana stuff, Semenyo's just signed a new contract with Bournemouth, so you'd be talking, what, 60, 70 million quid. Would you pay that, or would you rather pay that amount for Rodrygo? I don't know personally, but out of all that list, I suppose out of all of them, oh, no problem, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm always on. Cheers. Um, Out of all that list, taking my Ghanaian bias aside, I'd probably go with Julian Alvarez, just because obviously he knows the league. Obviously, we know he can. He has played for Man City. We know he can score goals. He can affect games. He's extremely good passer of the ball. He can link play. Bye, Harry. Take care, mate. Um, yeah. So I suppose I would go with Julian Alvarez. Now the big question is, if you got rid of Chiesa and Luis Diaz, for example, that's going to generate about 90 million quid. If you were to throw in if you were to throw in Harvey Elliott, for example, let's say you get 50 million for him, that's 140 million quid. Do you blow 70 to 80 million quid of that money on Rodrygo and keep a profit of 60 million, or do you go back to Newcastle United and say, look, I know you said he's not for sale, but here's 140 million quid? What are we saying? Personally, out of all those options, I'd go with Rodrygo. Then I'd go with spending the money instead on Julian Alvarez. And then top of the priority list, if you do sell those players, I would sell Alexander Isak. Wow, my God Almighty! Sorry, folks, if I've only just got. I would buy or make a bid for Alexander Isak. Excuse me. I mean, like I said, for me, I guess what I'm saying is, if you're going to drop 80 million quid on Rodrygo, 90 million quid on Rodrygo, or whatever, and if you've got the money, why not just put an extra 40, 50 million quid on Isak? So that brings me to my next point. I wonder whether Liverpool are targeting, if they are targeting Rodrygo, and if they are shopping in that sort of 80 to 90 million bracket, whether they're doing it with transfers in mind, because obviously the one thing that I am getting a bit concerned about this summer, and I'm not saying Liverpool haven't spent money, but we've spent really, really well. The one thing I'm extremely concerned with is centre back. So I think we've got 3 weeks till the start of the season. And the Mark Gay thing seems to have gone completely cold now. So obviously we had again, God rest his soul, what happened with Diogo, which is far more important than transfers and all that nonsense, obviously. But obviously there were quite a few links before what happened, and now it seems to have gone a little bit cold. Now, whether Liverpool are secretly in negotiations with Palace at the minute, I mean, who knows? I've got no idea. But you would like to hope that we are actively in negotiations for at least one centre back, preferably two, to be honest. Because looking at our options at the minute, again, just looking at my notepad, Virgil van Dijk, best centre half in the world, fine. Ibu Konate got 1 year left on his contract, but for this season, if he has to go to Madrid, then whatever. But Ibu should be available for at least 25 games, you would imagine, even with his injury record. Joe Gomez back. How many appearances are you getting at Joe? How long's a piece of string? Obviously, I really like Joe Gomez, but injury-wise, unfortunately, his body fails him. So, how many appearances are you getting? I mean, if Joe could guarantee do, if someone offered me Joe Gomez playing 18 league games, I'd take it right now. Personally, I don't mean that offensively to him at all. Obviously, it's not Gomez's fault. He tries his best to put himself out on the field, but his body's just letting him down. It reminds me a lot of Ledley King's situation, unfortunately, many years ago, where he desperately did try to get on. Hi Ted, you're all right, mate. Where Ledley King did try to get on, but he just couldn't. And I think Joe Gomez, unfortunately, has got that same thing. Anyway, so you've got Gomez, Van Dijk, Ibu Konate. And then your three after that is your backups. As it stands at the minute, Wataru Endo, which personally I love Endo. I don't mind that at all as an option, not a problem. But our other two options that we've got are Luke Stevenson and Ahmad Nallo, who have played a combined, I don't know, half of professional football for Liverpool in the first team. I think Luke Stevenson might have came on randomly in a League Cup match or something. Nallo obviously made his slightly unfortunate debut last season, shall we say. So, for me, that's not enough. We need another centre back. Now, obviously, I know we've got a load of good resis in the youth team, but again, are you trusting 17, 18-year-olds to back up Virgil van Dijk and Ibu Konate in the Champions League? I mean, not really. So they desperately do need a centre back. So hopefully, the Mark Gay thing is going to happen. I think Mark Gay is a very good centre back. I think he'd be, I don't know about replacing Ibu if he left, but it would certainly be an option. Another one is I like the guy from Brentford, whose name I can never remember. Completely gone. If anyone knows the centre half at Brentford, let me know. Tall bloke, English. I forget his name. Anyway, he's really good. Other than that, I mean, obviously, centre half market isn't great at the minute because a lot of all your centre halves are at like your top six teams and everything. But yeah, they need to get a centre half over the line, and that's why I think the 40-50 million quid will go on Gay, and that's why I think maybe they're looking at Rodrygo. So if you add Rodrygo's transfer value, 90 million quid, and then Mark Gay for, I don't know, whatever it'd be, like 40-50, that's going to make you 120, and perhaps that's why they can't now go back in for Isak. So maybe they're trying to fill two holes as opposed to just getting one world-class striker. I mean, what would you prefer? Would you be happy enough with the two young lads, Endo, backing up Joe Gomez, Ibu, and Virgil van Dijk if we could get Alexander Isak? Or would you rather have the security of Mark Gay and also Rodrygo for the same amount that you would have for Alexander Isak? I think basically that's what we're looking at. Unless, of course, Liverpool's finances are so good that we can sell Darwin Núñez and Harvey Elliott, for example, and then basically use that money to pay for them. Those are probably your three options, I would imagine. Yeah, so yeah. The other thing I was writing down was I don't know if we're, I don't know if it's just me being spoiled, but I don't know if we're getting a bit, I don't say arrogant as a fan base, because obviously it's great we're signing all these players, but now that we are in a world of signing Florian Wirtz, I think before Florian, if someone told us you would be getting Hugo Ekitike and Rodrygo, we'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, that's really good. That's a really good transfer." I just wonder whether the Florian Wirtz transfer has maybe made us all a little bit like, well, we've got Florian Wirtz, Mo Salah, and Virgil van Dijk. Why do we need randomers like Rodrygo, who is obviously a bloody Brazilian international, plays for Real Madrid? So yeah, I don't know if we're getting a bit, I don't want to say spoiled, but maybe a bit unrealistic. I mean, obviously, Liverpool Football Club is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, teams in the world, as far as I'm concerned. So we should be looking to sign the best. Obviously, it goes without saying, but it's kind of like it's turned into Alexander Isak, or no one's interested. Yeah, it'll be very, like I said, it'll be very interesting to see how Ekitike gets on as well. Obviously, he's, I think, in the process of doing his medical. So you would imagine, and I think that's in London as well, that he's due to fly out. So I can't see him making the Milan game. I could see him potentially going to the second half of the tour for the Yokohama game. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what happens with there. Yeah, and that's about it, guys. To be honest, I just, like I said, I just wanted to get my thoughts out on Rodrygo. So if you're watching this, if you watch the live stream, thank you very much. Thank you very much for all the comments and subscribes. Really appreciate it. Just when this comes out as a video, just let me know. Options in terms of, would you like Rodrygo? Yes or no? Would you like Alexander Isak instead of Rodrygo if it meant we sold Darwin Núñez, a Chiesa, and an Elliott, for example? Do you want a completely different striker like a Julian Alvarez, or no? Or do you want us to keep roughly what we've got and go from there, basically? And I suppose the fifth option is, would you rather have Rodrygo and Mark Guéhi, or Alexander? So two really good players or one world-class player, basically. So yeah, just let us know in the comments. I pray for the Wi-Fi. Got to stay connected both ways. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so yeah, just let us know, guys. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to post this video now, so it should be up in a bit. So anyone who's not watching live, hopefully the video will be up in, I don't know, like 5-6 hours. My phone is like rubbish and takes ages to like load these videos up when I do live streams, so hopefully it won't take too long. But yeah, just let us know in the comments what you think. Just very quickly before I go, so obviously subscribers will know this, but if you're new to my channel, basically I cover Liverpool, football, but then I've got a lot of other interests. So like I cover Comic Cons, so I'm going to be covering San Diego Comic Con this week. Wrestling, what is it else I do? Oh, horror as well. So that I've got about 7 or 8 sections of my channel, and I do podcasts as well. So if you're interested in checking out the channel, it's just Geek Boy Meta. Just click on it and just have a look, and if you fancy going on it, great. If not, no hassle whatsoever. I also do a Liverpool podcast as well. So I do a movie podcast, a wrestling podcast, and I do a Liverpool podcast as well. My Liverpool podcast is Geek Boy, a Liverpool Story. So that's available as a video, and it's also available on YouTube podcast. So if anyone's interested in listening that again, just hit my channel up and have a look if you'd like. Also, Reds, just to let you know, I'm actually going to Anfield. Yay! Yes, I've actually finally managed to procure a ticket. So it's not for a competitive match, unfortunately, but it's I've got a ticket for the 5 o'clock kickoff between Athletic Bilbao and the Reds. So not this Monday, but the next Monday. And I'm going to basically be in Liverpool the entire day. So I'm leaving Leeds, which is where I'm from, at Probably about 7 or 8 in the morning. I'm hoping to get to Merseyside by about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then literally I'm going to get myself some breakfast in Liverpool, and then I'm going to spend basically the whole day at the ground because I'm doing something on the channel called Red Monday. Very imaginative title. So when I get to the ground, I'm going to be going around Anfield, and I'm going to be doing like a live stadium tour. So it'll be on this feed that you're watching now. So if you want to watch that, it'll be about 1 o'clock on the day of the match. I'm going to do a podcast from there as well, which will go out the week after. It'll be like a pre-season preview. I'm obviously going to do a vlog of the game, shorts of the 7 goals that Liverpool will obviously score. Fingers crossed. And then I'll do a post-match reaction show outside of Anfield, just letting you know how the match was, who impressed me, and blah 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 blah. And then there'll also be a travel vlog as well, because I do that for whenever I go on like vlogging missions, basically. So that'll be on the Friday. So it'll be Red Monday on the Monday of the game, and then Friday, the week of the Charity Shield against Crystal Palace. Sorry, the Community Shield. There'll be like there'll be further highlights from the visits to Liverpool, basically. And then the next day I'll be just having a wander around Liverpool, looking at the murals and stuff. I'm going to try and do like a mural video as well, and try and get to all the videos. I want to try and visit Diogo's as well, because I know he's had one at the Halfway House pub, which is near Anfield. And then there's one, obviously, that he's just done recently. There's a new mural of Jersey Dudek when we won the European Cup. So I'm going to try and get shorts and do an overall vlog of that. Just to say as well, in terms of Diogo, I won't be recording that. To be honest, because I want to do that as a private thing. Oh, make this guy viral. Oh, thank you. I don't know if that's good or bad, but thanks anyway. Oh, mate, well done for the Diogo thing. That's really cool. Don't know if you can see the shirt. Yeah, broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart. But yeah, no, speaking of Diogo, I was just going to say, I'm not going to re-record. I'll record the murals when I'm there, but I'm not going to put it on the videos because I want to have that as like a little private moment. So I'm going to basically take some flowers, and I'm going to I've got another one of these shirts like this that all my family have signed with messages for Diogo, so I'm going to take that down from Leeds with some flowers and just pay my respects, because obviously I'm still really struggling with it, to be completely honest. I mean, it's getting on for like a month, 3 weeks or whatever it is now, and I still can't believe he's gone. And basically, I know, like all of us, I really miss Diogo Jota, so that's why I got the tickets. I need to go and say my goodbyes to him. Sing his song Anfield, which will probably make me cry and will be really, really rubbish. But yeah, I need to say goodbye to him, basically. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be Red Monday in a couple of weeks' time. Like I said, there's my YouTube podcast that I do, a Liverpool story, and I usually do a pod on. Yeah, I'll do after match reaction as well for every single Liverpool game this year where I can do. Favorite player? Oh, thank you, Ridges. Favorite Liverpool player? Right, I'll give you 3. My favorite of all time, because I'm really old, is John Barnes. Because he's the reason I got into football. I asked my dad who John Barnes played for, because I was like, wow, who's this guy? And he said Liverpool. And I said, oh, I'll support Liverpool then, Daddy. And he sort of like looked and went, yeah, whatever, son. And basically, long story short, I've been a Liverpool fan for 36 years since then. So, favourite current player has got to be Mo Salah. I think he is potentially Liverpool's greatest player of all time. He has to now be in the conversation, obviously, with Kenny Dalglish and Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard is probably the best player that I've ever seen live. probably with Luis Suarez. Um, but yeah, I'd probably go with Mo out of the current lineup. So yeah, all-time favourite is John Barnes, and then Mo Salah is my current favourite. Oh, also as well, special mention. I absolutely love Robbie Fowler. I think he's our best ever striker. I know that's really gonna like annoy a lot of people or whatever. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I try my best. I've watched a lot of Liverpool matches, dude, over the years. Like, I love Liverpool, and like, I can't imagine my life without them. As like stupid as and lovey-dovey as that sounds, like I absolutely love the club, and yeah, can't wait to go there. Basically, I'm really excited. Hi, Tent, you're all right, mate. Yeah, so really excited about that. So yeah, folks, basically, coming up with Liverpool, I'm doing Red Monday, when I go to see Athletic Bilbao, and then there'll be something at the end of that week which will have like a travel vlog and a load of shorts and murals and this, that, and the other. So just keep an eye out on the channel. Obviously, anything Liverpool do with signings, anything they do with matches, I will be doing shorts and match reaction, all of this season. So yeah, keep an eye out. Also, oh, Rich, I'll answer your question in a minute, mate. Just really quickly. Like I said, I do lots of different things on my channel. So pro wrestling, horror, blah. So just check it out. But this weekend, just to say, I am going to be covering San Diego Comic Con for like all 4 days. I'm going to a pro wrestling event in Sheffield. If you want to check that out, if they ever give me the bloody tickets, that is. And also, I don't know if any of you are comic book fans, but I'm going to go and see Fantastic Four basically first, well, halfway through tomorrow afternoon. So I'm going to do like a roundup for that for my movie podcast. And there's a load of Fantastic Four stuff coming up this weekend, basically. If you are not interested in any of those things, please just ignore what I said. Cool, nice one. Best Liverpool game you have seen all time in this season? Ooh. Best Liverpool game I've seen this season. I thought it wasn't a fantastic attacking performance, but I loved when we beat Manchester City 2-0. And the reason is because we just made them look ordinary. They had one offside goal and basically bugger all else, and we just let them have the ball. And then each time we took it off them, I mean, Curtis Jones nearly scored a third. I mean, to be honest, we probably should have won that match 4 or 5-0. We completely outclassed Manchester City, and that match could honestly have been 5 or 6-0 to Liverpool. It was that comprehensive. So I'd probably say last season, Manchester City. Best game. Right, mate, I'll do you two again. Best game I've ever seen live is, oh, it's a tough one. So about 35 years ago is how old I am. I saw Liverpool beat Derby County 7-1, and I did not like living at Derby at the time. I don't mind Derby now; it was just a childhood thing. But I went into school the next morning, giving it the absolute big one. It was absolutely brilliant, just taking the mick out of all my mates and stuff. So I love that one. I'd probably say, Matt, my best live game that I've attended is Tottenham versus Liverpool from last season. So I got tickets for the League Cup match that me and my brother went to, and mate, they were sensational. They were absolutely sensational for about an hour in that match. It was absolutely superb. But best match I've ever seen overall, so including TV as well, would be Liverpool 4, Newcastle United 3 in 1996. Obviously, the Milan 3-3 would have to go up there as well, but just for pure non-stop action, I'd say Liverpool 4, Newcastle 3. For the younger people, when I go, if you want something to do, go and check that match out. Stan Collymore scores the winner. Anfield went absolutely insane. Yeah, brilliant match, mate. Brilliant match. Oh, right, 10. I'll answer your thing. I think Rodrygo is a pretty unrealistic transfer. Personally, I think we have enough depth on the wing if we don't sell Diaz, so he won't fit in the squad. Really, a Chiesa situation. Yeah, no, 10. I completely agree with you, mate. To be honest, so the title of my video, I don't know if you saw the start of it, was "Should we sign Rodrygo?" I look. I'm not going to be going to Anfield with a pitchfork burning down the ground, saying, "Why on earth have we signed this loser for?" If we sign Rodrygo, then fine. He'll be a Liverpool player, and I'll support him. But what I was saying, mate. Oh, cheers! Thank you very much, Ridges. Oh, cheers, mate. Um, yeah, no, just to finish what I was saying, if you were to give me a list of players that you could have instead of Rodrigo, I mean, I actually made a list, so I'll go through it again. Um, Johan Visser, probably not good enough for Liverpool. Ollie Watkins, definitely not good enough for Liverpool. Do you take a punt on someone like Harry Kane? He's 32, 33, but for 2 years, how many goals does Harry Kane score you? Don't know. Christopher Nkunku, I'd rather play myself up front, quite honestly. Uh, Antoine Semenyo, like I was saying, I'm Ghanaian. I'm really biased, but I would love us to sign Antoine Semenyo because I really want a Ghanaian to play for Liverpool. I was actually quite gutted when Tariq Lamptey re-signed his contract because I thought we were going to end up signing him on a free. And then I was really hoping we could get Kudus, but obviously he's now gone to Tottenham. So, look, I will get a Ghanaian playing for Liverpool at some point, hopefully. But the one that I landed on, mate, was Julian Alvarez. Um, would I take Julian Alvarez over Rodrygo? Yep. Got to be honest, I would. Or do we just keep everyone that we've got now? So if, let's say, well, Case is definitely going to go, obviously. Your thing that you said about Diaz, I would keep Luis Diaz personally for me. I would just offer him the new contract, box it off, and then you don't have to worry about that for 3 years. I don't really buy this thing of, oh, Luis Diaz is 28 years old. He's too old to play football. I mean, like I'm like 46. So I'm just like, well, if that's old, I don't really know what to say to that, to be honest. Look, I would keep Luis Diaz and I would allow his contract then to run out till when he's 31. I get what people are saying about transfer value and stuff, but sometimes you just keep quality. You leave the transfer value. So I would personally keep Lucho. Chiesa obviously wants to go. That's fair enough. Um, oh, can I say? Um, oh, thank you for telling me to keep going, mate, as well. Cheers. Cheers, Ridges. I really appreciate it, pal. Zainab, can you say hi to me, please? Hello, Zainab MS. Is it Zainab or Zainab? Sorry if I've gutted your name. I do apologise. I've got a Ghanaian surname, so I'm used to people butchering my name. Yeah, so yeah, folks, it just depends. What would you do, basically? I forgot. Sorry, I completely forgot the point that I was making there. Oh yeah, so um, I think Chiesa goes. I think Ben Doak goes. If I had to get rid of someone between Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez, I would personally sell Darwin Núñez. I'd maybe let Dan's be either the six choice or go out on loan. I would also keep Rio Ingamoa. And then it's just what do you do with Harvey Elliott at this point? I mean, I don't. I just because I'm a very paranoid Liverpool fan, I would just keep a squad. If it was up to me, I would keep a squad of 40 players just in case. But that's just because I'm an anxiety-ridden weirdo, basically. So, but yeah, obviously Harvey has got to think about his future as well. Oh, no problem, Zainab. No problem. Yeah. So the Harvey Elliott thing's interesting as well, isn't it? It's like, well, if, for example, you sold Diaz and Darwin Núñez and Ben Doak, do you maybe keep Harvey Elliott? Could Harvey Elliott be reconverted into, not to replace Salah, obviously it goes without saying, but could you give Elliott his minutes replacing Salah whenever he needs rest? I don't know. But yeah, I think it's very, very interesting anyway. Yeah, dude, I'm not going to respond to that. Yeah, not that stupid, mate. Yeah. Anyway, cool. What a way to end the live stream. Cool, excellent, nice one. Reminds me of the Pride comments this weekend. Anyway, right, folks. I am pretty much done. So thanks everyone for watching. I will obviously if we sign Rodrygo. Yeah, very British, very British. Yeah. That completely put me off, actually. Anyway, so folks, I will see you all next time there's some Liverpool news. Like I said, I'll be on the channel most this week for San Diego Comic Con, if you are interested in that sort of thing, and Fantastic Four. Oh, as well, if any of you are wrestling fans, for some bizarre crossover reason, I'll be on live tomorrow morning reviewing AEW Dynamite, and be doing loads of stuff on as well. So just keep an eye on the channel. Like I said, not this Monday, but the Monday after, I'm doing something called Red Monday, where I'm going to be at Atletico Bilbao, Liverpool. So just keep an eye out for it, because there'll be loads and loads of content coming from Anfield in a couple of weeks. Anyway, cool, nice one. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.